in the chat that it's Category 2 hurricane force winds out there today. You can see it shaking the camera. You can hear it shaking all the walls in the house, all the floor and everything. So I'm sorry. We're just gonna have to deal with it today because it is the way it is. It was really windy the other day, 2 days ago, and wrapped the neighbor's trampoline around the pole. You can see that in the thumbnail of this video. And it broke my window, my outside window, thank God. My kid was just home for lunch and he honestly struggled just a little bit to get the door shut. So hopefully the door stays shut. Hopefully we stay battened down at least as much as we are. And it blew 106 miles an hour 2 days ago, and they're predicting that it'll be even worse today. So cheers. I have a funny story to tell too, because I think it's funny. Again, we laugh at stuff like this in Montana because that's how we cope. So my girlfriend from high school posted on Facebook that she literally went outside and the wind literally blew the glasses right off of her face, and that she's lived here a long time and not had that happen. And oh, but the wind blows here like this all the time, Candy. It blew the roof off the grade school like last year, and my kid was just reminding me that. He's like, isn't it crazy to think it blew harder than this last year? It was a couple years ago, honestly. And I was like, nuh-uh, no it didn't. And he's like, yeah, it blew my wind fence down. So yeah, exactly. It blows signs, it blows semis over up here all the time. This is not an unusual occurrence. Watch any of my outdoor videos, you will hear the wind blowing. It's absolutely unavoidable out here. I've tried to edit the wind noise out and all kinds of stuff, and it's a constant out here. If it's not, you're like, oh my God, it's such a nice day. Anyway, so back to my girlfriend posting on Facebook that the wind blew the glasses right off of her face. And she's lived here a long time, as long as I have. Never happened to her. And her friend and I don't know her friend, but her friend got on there and commented that the same thing happened to her. The wind blew her glasses off of her face. And then when she bent down to pick them up, it pushed her over. Oh, I think that's so funny. Like the wind's out there acting like a bully. Throw your glasses, and then while you're bending over to get them, like rough you up some more. Like, oh, let me say some hellos. We've got Scott here. We've got Rick here. We've got Candy here. Lava's here. Betty's here. Ryan's here. Oh, yeah, it's been crazy. So, you know, the first, what the heck is that noise, was the hot water heater. Scared the heck out of me. You guys know the story. You were here. And then my vibratory, or my shaky tumbler, I've got it full, and I didn't start it once I filled it because my son came home. I'm so sorry. It is shaking that camera so bad. It's in a, let me show you. Here's where you guys are. You're in this clamp, in the piano desk, on an, like, well, I guess that's an external wall, but still. I was gonna say on an internal wall, but it's not. It's an external wall. Sorry about the shaking. What the heck was I talking about? Please, somebody tell me. That's terrible. I'm only 5 minutes into it and I already forgot what I'm talking about. Hello, soul. Oh, now I've got the tripod all screwed up in here. I really do not remember. Oh, the vibratory, the noises. Thank you so much, Romania. The next big noise, what was that? I had it filled, and I was on a roll, starting it and keeping it going. And then I put it in my kid's bedroom since the temperature dropped outside. You were shaking an external wall. The wind is, Soul. We've got like category 2 hurricane force winds out there today. Anyway, the tumbler. So I had it filled. I didn't start it because my kid came home, and I put it in his bedroom, and you know, I can't run it while he's home. Well, he took off for a little while back down to the valley, and I thought, well, good, while he's not here, I should be running my tumbler. And I went back to go start it, and I've got a little bit of ADHD, so I set it on the dryer and then went and did other things and never did start it. The washer and dryer are in that room as well. And then I came back to it way later, started, not it, but to the bedroom, started a load of laundry, and took off and was doing other chores and stuff. Getting to the post office and stuff too, by the way. Romania, Ma, Lisa, and Lee. You guys, I've got some stuff to talk about that too. Anyway, started a load of laundry and was doing some household chores, and I heard the most hellacious noise. I mean, boom! Like, what the hell is that noise? And I went back there, and the tumbler bowl was face down on the floor as the dryer, or as the washing machine was doing the spin cycle. So I had to pick up all the rocks and all the little media, the little like clay things, you know, pick it all up, put it back in the bowl. I still haven't started it, by the way, because he's threatening to come home for Christmas here in a couple of days. So good thing I didn't start it, because it's super hard to kind of stop right in the middle of things. It's not real good for your rocks. So I'll just hang on to that for now. Put that on the back burner for now, but down on the floor where it can't fall off of anything when this house gets to rocking. All right, so then the third big noise was the window. So you always worry when these winds get super, super bad like this, that like somebody's lawn chair's gonna come flying through your window, or, you know, God only knows what. It don't take much when the wind is blowing as hard as it is. So we were hanging out in the house the other day, all of us, and we heard a great big noise. We're all like, what was that noise? And it was dark outside, so it wasn't immediately obvious what had happened, but the wind broke my outside storm window. Thankfully, there's still a pane of glass in here. I'd really like to get that out of there so it's not flopping around in today's wind. I'll probably try to do that as soon as I get done here with you guys. But she's a whipping out there, isn't she? Isn't that nice? Super duper lovely, isn't it? I know, thank goodness it's not coming in the house. I mean, thank goodness we have 2-layer storm windows up here, and it's fine. Is that, I can't remember your name. Were you in here before? Long name person who just joined us? Do you have a shorter name that you sometimes go by, like Lee or something? Yes, Lee. Welcome back, Lee. Good to see you. So, it's supposed to blow even harder today than it did 2 days ago when it did that. Or a day ago when it did that. I tested the Nova points. That was a blast. And we had the Christmas stroll. I put a members only video out, and my neighbor Chevy came over and nerded out on rocks. He does from time to time. Come over and hang out. And sometimes it's funny. He's kind of a funny kid. I get a kick out of him. He kind of just will like hang out, and he'll like see some of the kids, like the kids will have like toys and stuff laying around the yard that they haven't played with in years. They're teenagers and grown-ups now, and he'll be like, is anybody using that? And I'm like, no, probably not. Can I have it? Yeah, you probably can, Chevy. So he's an odd duck, but I really enjoy his company. He comes over from time to time. I also have a big trampoline. I am so sorry about the shaking. I really am. It's not me. I swear to God, I'm not doing it. I'm not touching it. It's doing it all on its own. Anyway, he'll come over and jump on my big trampoline and play in the tree fort and all kinds of stuff, and just hang out in my yard, come in and ask for drinks and snacks, and he'll hang out. He's so much fun. And he, along with all of the other kids who've come in here, know that I have a meteorite collection and have probably held a few of my meteorites or listened to me talk about them just a little bit, this time I have that big Russian etched Munya Nilusta from Ron Metchus's collection, and when he held that, he was like, this is pretty cool. And I told him, he's like, then he said something like, man, I wish I had a meteorite. And I was like, well, they don't all look like this one, Chevy. In fact, more of them look like this. And I was like, if you think that these are cool and pretty and just as interesting, you probably can have a meteorite. And I told him then that like the even more rarer ones, but that are even like not as exciting to look at, but that are just as cool, are things like lunars and Martians. And he's like, what do you mean lunars and Martians? And I was like, meteorites that we know come from the moon and that we are, beyond reasonably confident that come from Mars as well. And he's like, no way. And so I pulled out, and I mean, my Martian is tiny. And my lunar's a little bigger, but it's not anything impressive. It's just because I have them, so that I can look at them under a microscope, so that I can be familiar with what they look like in hand and stuff, right? But I pull each one out of the case, one of each, one lunar and one Martian. And I'm like, at one at a time, here, you're holding a piece of Mars. And he's just like gobsmacked. And then I handed him a piece of lunar, and I'm telling him, you've got Mars in one hand and moon in the other, and he's like, just no way. And then I had some of those little NWAs that were I had for sale, that I'd cut and polished and stuff and had for sale. And I took him in there and picked one out for him and was like, do you like this one? You can have it. And it had a little price tag in it for the sale, and he saw it and he was like, what? That's cheap. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I don't think you could buy a meteorite for money like that. Thank you, Lava. And I was like, well, yeah, absolutely you can, because sometimes there's lots of that material when it comes to things like the moon and Mars, though that's a little more expensive, and things that are more rare are more expensive, but just stony meteorites, they're all over the place. Well, they're not all over the place, but you can buy them. Thank you, Lava. So he went home with a little piece of meteorite. He'll probably come back and visit me. He said he was gonna the next day, but he must have had things going on or decided to go play with kids his own age or something. But if and when he comes back to visit me, I'd like to. I have, from Jeff and Vicky, I have a box still that has some nodules in it that are for Grayson. And me and Grayson can cut those, or he can take them and cut them, or whatever the deal is there, whatever kind of things we can do when I finally get caught up with Grayson again. But in the box that Ryan and Jahic sent me, there are also some little nodules in there as well. And I thought those would be really fun for me and Chevy to do together. Hey now. I just saw the lights flicker. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we have enough power to get through today's live. If I suddenly just disconnect, you can probably assume that I lost power. Oh. And yeah, welcome Josh and Scott and Rufo and everyone else who's jumping in here a little bit late. So, it's been a little bit of an insane couple of weeks, like just about the time I think like I've got it. Do I even say that out loud? Like, at the time I think I'm okay. The next, like, what was that noise? Oh God. So I did have some packages to mail out. I've got Allison. I've got one for you too. I should. I'll talk to you very soon about that. I should just get that in the mail, and we call that, you know, happy holidays and stuff. I put yours in the mail, and again, you know what? I'll let you know what the total was, but I'm really not in a hurry for anybody to make any payments. It is the holiday season. I trust fully that we can get in touch if you need to hold on to your payment until after the holidays or the next paycheck or whatever. I'm not concerned about it. Just know that they're on the way. It took me a little bit longer because I wanted to add some extra holiday goodies and things to everybody's package. Especially Lisa L, because Lisa L sent me a package a long time ago, and I just recently did something with one of the pieces that she'd sent me, and so I snuck that into her package as well, you know, just surprise, that kind of thing. So Romania, let's see. Romania. Twice now I have tried to mail your package. It's not very big, and I did the best that I could to like stuff it as full of things that, like, let's take advantage of the shipping, right? But also keep it very lightweight so that we're not paying an arm and a leg for that. So I've struggled really a lot with your package. I'm like, you know, I don't want to make it too heavy, but I also want to get like all of like the bullet points hit and get you some good stuff. So twice now, I have gone down and filled out the lovely paperwork to do this. The first time I did, I was like, let's pause. Let's just wait so that I can get lots more stuff in here for you. Like I say, not a lot of weight, but a lot more material in there for you to work with. And before I send it, I took it down with everybody else's packages the other day to send it again. And it will cost like and I can play with this a little bit more, and see if I can find a cheap, like a little bit cheap, like if I claim that it's something different, and you know, maybe the tariffs and stuff on it won't be as bad. But at the point where we're sitting right now, it would cost $30 US. And again, I don't know what the God, I live on the border. I know what the word is. Oh my God. I don't know what the money shift is, like how many US dollars is how many Romanian, you know, exchange rate. Thank you, Allison. Oh my God, thank you. Whatever like high pressure or low pressure system is happening out there is like got my brain doing weird things. Okay, so it'll cost $30 US, or about. This is just like I say, just we plugged it in once and it was so shocking that I was like, time out, pause, let's take a minute. And then another like 20, it on my end, like it says $20 US on your end when you pick it up. So I was like, I don't care. Like the $30 wasn't, I didn't think horrific, because it's costing like 12, 13, 14, 15 bucks, $20 to send in the US. So I didn't think that 30 was a horrific price. I was like, yeah, I expected it would be a lot, right? Okay. But then another 20 more or 15 or 20 more, and I don't know that for sure. Could be, could maybe not be. I thought that was outrageous. So, okay, if it's okay with you, then just, I wanted to, before I sent this, you should know you may have to pay a tariff when you pick it up. Okay, sorry everybody who had to listen to that between me and Romania. It was just a lot easier to get that out now. Okay. Whew. And like I say, I have one for Allison with 1L2, but I think I'd like to just call that a gift to you and get that out when I get that out. Hopefully in the next, like, I'm sure it probably won't be there on Christmas, but I do have some stuff set aside for you, and it's not all stuff that you'd ordered, so I'm not worried about billing or anything for you. So, like I say, yeah, I definitely did that as well. Ma called it a gift right off the bat. There's a little, like, where's the little gift block? I called it a gift. But it's still like, there's different ways you can plug it in. Like, what do you call rocks? You know, they're not antiques, they're not collectibles, they're not furniture, they're not clothing, they're not tech, they're not, what are they? So, plugging it in different ways can change the way that, and I know some people who do some international shipping, like maybe I'll talk to Kyle and see how does Kyle do this, or, you know, how does, you know, anybody else in the rock biz do this, that they can, you know, have they tried it? How'd they get the best deal? So anyway, that's that for now, I think. James, welcome. Jewelry gift. That, do you think? Yeah. Kyle does it by the book. That's good. That's good. I don't mind that. Like I say, I didn't think it was an incredibly shocking price considering what they're charging for just in the States shipping right now. So I think that's how we put it in this time, Ma, was like sculptures, something like that, art and sculptures, but maybe jewelry or something could be less expensive. I don't know. Yeah, I've shipped internationally before, Candy. Like, I have to fill out this same paperwork to ship to Canada, which is 7 miles north of me. I've done that before, but I have never been warned before I send it that the recipient may have to pay a tariff or a tax on it when they receive it. So I just didn't want to send that burden to Romania if she wasn't ready for it. So that's good advice there, Allison. Anyway, we have a couple of rocks to look at, but we should probably do that too, just in case the wind does the old Powski line in. I could, exactly, Romania. I could literally just like walk it up to Canada and hand it over the line. Like, I could send it up there with one of my friends who lives here in town and works up there. But yeah, instead, I just shipped it up, and it was good. It made that person's day when they were kind of having a bummer moment. So it's worth it, you know. Anyway, moving on past the shipping and the wind. What else? And Chevy, playing with rocks with Chevy. That was fun too. And I got, let's see, where the heck did I put them? Are they in my pocket? No, they're not. So I'll be right back. So it took me a week to do that. Actually 2 weeks, because I did the other ones last week. But I want to look at these, and then I've been, oops, there they go. Yep, they're all of them go. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. It do be like that sometimes though. One more. I don't know if that's all of them, but it's good enough for now. Okay. Rings or rocks first? Does it matter? Does anybody have a preference? Does it really matter? Okay, let's see about this. If I can do this or not. Let's see. I want to go this way. I'm going to try doing the, this thing, the rotary table thing. And I'm going to do it just right here in front of me, and we'll see if we can see some of these in all their glory. Listen to the wind blow. Oops, sorry about that, guys. This tripod's a little tricky. Hey. I know, I've wanted one for a long time, Candy. Wow, I felt that wind shake my bum through the floor. Exciting. Okay, so these are the ones that I did last week. Starting with this. Sorry, that was me. I pulled myself up to the desk. Let's see if I can get you guys in. That's not bad, huh? Is it too fast? Is it making people dizzy? Ooh, look, I can slow it on down, Charlie Brown. Excuse me. Let's see. I did also... Where's focus at? Where's the middle? Where's the middle of that dang thing? I also did that one. That ain't it. Here, there. And, excuse me, that frog in my throat, I should probably just have a cheers and resolve that. Cheers. Rick Rock, welcome. Meg Max here too. Meg, how do I get in touch with you? I have a note here that I'm supposed to do a mystery package for you. Oh, MG, the wind is so stinking obnoxious. So these are the 3 that I did last week, like I say. Can you see the color in that little opal now that it's not quite so outrageous in here? Like, the light box was just a bit much for the opal. No, really can't. Oh, there goes the damn power. Oh, back on. Oh, flicking around. The power's flicking. Everything's loading up. So no, that really didn't help with the opal. I mean, the color is better over here, but on the wheel, it's still hard to see. I know, right? It's all right. My pacemaker took care of that one. I'm still here. I can't promise, though, that the next time that happens, I'm going to make it. OMG, the wind is so redunculous. You didn't get my email? I did not. Not that I may have missed it, but would you try resending that? Would one of my mods try sticking my email into the chat for Meg to copy? Thank you, Joseph. And would you try to email me just one more time? Thank you, Meg. Okay, so I did this little guy. Again, the turntable ain't quite doing him justice because all his colors at that side angle. But I got the end a lot better. You'll see on this, the first time that I tried the Nova points, you can see a little like step, a little square, It's just not round here. In fact, there's like a couple of them, like one right there that's real bad. Which, I mean, not bad for my first try, but... Oh, were you talking to Rufo, Meg? It's okay. Either way, communication made. Great. And so, yeah, like I say, much better this time on the end than I did last time. Holy cow, that wind is so outrageous. Does it do it on this one, though? Is this great? Or again, does the light just need to be a little different? Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Let's see, what if we do a little zoom ski? Can you see? Oh, wow. It's pretty magical. There's a little hair or something on it, but I don't want to touch it because look at it, dude. It's like Northern Lights looking thing. Look at the perfection of that polish. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, that blue. Did you see the blue? Oh. Anyway. Obsidian, like I said like 6 times in today's video earlier, has been my nemesis. Has just kicked my butt. I always think it's probably going to be okay, and then I finish it and it's just full of scratches and not very good. So, that's the nicest piece of obsidian I've ever polished, personally. Like, I've had some okay results with the flat lap and the Spencer agates, or the Spencer opals, but I've had it like chip and spalled my opals too, and so I liked the Dremel, the Nova bits for doing the opals. I just felt like I had a little more control, and I felt like they were just a little less aggressive on the obsidian. So there we go. There we go. Everybody's doing all the chats today. Man, this has been one heck of a day for getting caught up on chats and sharing tips and tricks and, like, man. Like, talk about goodwill in this community. Like, way to spread the love, guys. I love it. Anyway, this little opal was just, I mean, OMG. Let's see, we could probably, well, we'll turn it back on for the rings here in just a second. That was turn it up. Let's turn it down for just a minute. Okay, can we see? Can you? I can't see because the chat, let's see. No, that's not very in focus, is it? That's not bad. I can't tell. It's horrible. Okay, sorry. Why won't you stay tight, tripod? Oh my goodness, the wind today. And the focus. And the focus. Would you focus? Please. It's so pretty, it just can't. Wait, wait. That's not bad. Hey there. Did I say hi to you already, Josh? Were you in and out? And thank you. Thank you. Was that Josh that did that just now? I had to look up to see it. It was. Thank you, Josh. You rock. Ring that bell for Josh. Oh, what a pretty little stone. I'm gonna have to wire up that real soon. Make some jewelry out of that real soon. Okay, so sorry. That was a bit of a wow. Anyway, so those are the ones that, I don't know, put them on thing and then there. Okay, so those are the ones that I just finished off of the, I could see my reflection in the side of the heart. Hey guys. But real careful not be picking your nose and nothing when you look. The bison looks so cool reflected in there. Rawr. All right, anyway, wow, woo, that was left field. Okay, those I did on the Dremel bits, and I loved it, and it was fun, and it was great, and I'm so thrilled. And then I've been you know, dabbling in some ring making. You know, I love that opal. It is so pretty. And it's like, you know, a challenge and stuff. And oh my God, the wind. And so to like maybe get better at wire wrapping and ring making, and not, you know, be putting, because I wrapped one up the other day and I dislike it a lot. Okay, an opal. Right here. I despise it. It's like sticks up too far off my fingers. It's all in there cattywomp, won't sit straight. I've tried bending it every way to straighten it out, and it just won't be dang straight. And it's ticking me off. It's a beautiful stone, but excuse me. Let's see if I can get it to flash for you. Maybe put it in the shade a little. Oh, there was a little color play, but I just am so unimpressed with this. So I was like, you know, it doesn't hurt to practice, and it doesn't hurt to practice on beads. Beads are so stupid easy to wire up into rings, right? And I had a few, and so like I just played around with some different styles and ideas. Did they turn out great? No, they didn't. But I'm learning. So yeah, and I like the ones that are like adult fidget spinners where you can spin the beads. Wants to get hung up right there. There we go. Anyway, let's see. I got another couple here. Some of these we might have looked at last week too, but I did a couple more. Not that I'm thrilled or impressed with anything that I did, but I did. Like I say, just trying some different stuff. Thanks, Meg. This one, like a fidget spinner too. The wind today is just obnoxious. More obnoxious than it usually is. Oh, I can feel it shaking the floor. So yeah, some of these I kind of like. I really kind of like. And then some of them I'm just like, grrr, why do you have to be such a disaster? I guess, you know, you win some, you lose some, and that's how you learn, right? Sometimes you got to make an ugly piece to make a good one. It's kind of like meteorite hunting. You got to pick up a lot of wrongs before you pick up a right. Anyway, so that's kind of been the most of what's kept me busy rock-wise. Is it? Am I sure about that? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think that's been like what I've been up to. Like that, and that ain't a bad haul for a week, you know. I got to kind of consider, like I say, that like that one. And That one were last week, but, and maybe a couple of those too, but you know. Excuse me just a second. How about I leave you guys rocking and rolling? If this house isn't rocking, don't bother knocking. If this house isn't rocking, don't bother knocking. If this house isn't rocking, don't bother, come on in. I'll probably get copyrighted for that. But yeah, how about I leave you hanging there for just a second, rocking and rolling and looking at this week's projects, and I'm gonna go fill my cup up. Oh, listen to the wind blow. Oh, there's not enough to fill it. Just a splash. Is that all and everything that I had new to share with you? Yeah, I think so. Having a look around and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah, no, it's just been like oh, there goes the power again. One step forward, there it came back on. One step forward, 2 steps back around here. Yay! See what I mean? Just about the time I think I'm gonna get the job done, something like that'll happen, and I'm like, oh, yeah, change of plans. So yeah, I gotta clean the glass out of that window before it raises any more hell in there. It needn't be rattling up against the one pane that is actually still in there. And there was something else that was today, like I should do today because of the wind and stuff. There, the power's gone again. And it's back. Oh, and it's gone. And it's still gone. All right. Yep. Okay, I think that's a pretty good clear sign that we should probably end this before I lose all my Wi-Fi and things get all crappy because of that. We'll just sing this song, and I'm going to go hang out with no power and no sound and listen to the wind blow. The nice thing about working rocks when it's windy like this is I usually can't hear the wind over the machines. And so it's a nice way to drown it out, nice productive way to drown out the sound. But that will not be happening. As I'll be sitting here in the dark, listening to the wind rattle the crap out of my house. I actually do have a couple songs downloaded on my YouTube that I can listen to as long as I have battery on the phone. So, and I have battery on the external speaker too, so I can crank it up and I don't know, mop the floor or something. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and you know, hang in there. These kinds of things really don't last forever, and so just try to have a good attitude, and we all do, I think. I know there's been a lot of people kind of having some highs and lows in the community lately, and yeah, I think it's just important that we lean on each other when we need it, and we all are really, like, you know, really seriously, it's the season of giving, and we've all been doing that, whether it's giving your love, giving your time, your watch hours, alike, here or there, you know, making things for your loved ones, whatever it is that it is your thing to do, right? Like, there's been a lot of that going around in the community, so 'tis the season for giving, and we've all been doing just so much of that, and it just warms my heart. Even when the cold wind blows, it warms my heart to see it all and to be a part of it all. So thank you guys so much. No power, long time. Yeah, they said maybe we would be without power for considerable amounts of time today because of things like down trees and lines and stuff. So interwebs to cooperate again, having fun, getting blown in the wind. You know what time? You know what I mean? Isn't it great? Yeah. So I'm gonna sing the song with these, and I'm, like I say, I'm gonna go kind of batten down the hatches and just maybe they'll let school out early or something. The kid was kind of ticked to have to go back up there and this stuff. I don't blame him. Yes, choose to be kind. You just don't know what everyone else is going through, and it just, you know, your one kind word that you chose to instead of maybe the whole difference in their holiday season. So or their year or their week, or this week has actually been a long month, and this month has actually been a long year, and this year is, oh God, it's really blowing out there. And I gotta go, you guys. I should probably go lay under a mattress or something just in case this Category 2 hurricane sweeps me right off the face of this earth. I'm kidding, of course, but all right, you guys, thank you again so much. I so look forward to hanging out with you guys and having a good laugh about some of the struggles I have out here, and sharing. Oh man, the wisdom and the advice shared today in the live chat in the video that I put out, that will be available again. Like, you just got to give YouTube just a little while to process the video, and the live chat will be available for rewatch like in 24 hours or something, right? But oh man, the wisdom, the advice, the tips and tricks, everything shared from everybody's experience using those tools was just out of this world. Super great. So if you missed that, be sure to put that on your rewatch list and go check it out, especially if you're interested in doing this or any other wild thing your mind could dream up with such tools. The you know, limits are just your imagination and what you're willing to put into it. So go back, check that out, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys around in the lives, hopefully, in the near future. Maybe I'll have power back sooner than later. We'll see. And yeah, thank you guys again so much. Oh yeah, Barrett, my power's out. All right. Pretty rocks out on the prairie. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Pretty rocks for us to look at. Pretty rocks are everywhere. There's a pink one and a green one. All are very pretty, and they all are everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. In a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind of a rock hound.